Is it wrong? Sorry. You, dispatcher.
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the Bureau.
Information officer, what is that?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. For now, job is also keeping the public from knowing this filled with it.
This riot involves the civilians in Alaska, right?
Exactly. You and your agents could train the enemy's attacks. My operators would keep the public panic level in check.
Try not to distract you too much.
As long as you have a good reason. What do you need, sir?
The enemy jamming all communications.
Yes, most broadcasting equipment is facing heavy interference, cutting effective range down to less than 5% of normal.
How are you?
Our equipment is significantly more robust. We're still communicating at approximately 90% of effective range. The best of the best, you know.
What does the population know?
They're worried about the communications blackout, but our operatives in the major cities are keeping them in line.
Keeping them in line. You make it sound like they've declared martial law.
Nothing as heavy-handed as that. Just a series of emergency preparedness tests. They'll be tense, but orderly.
You must have been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
Could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First, set the range to 250.
Now the direction?
Set the direction north.
And the frequency?
Set the frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra-high frequency. Locking. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Good lie. Taking the advance of the range. You can't assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure they stop broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As long as they get rescued.
You were there. You saw what he was capable of.
I did. It's just... his file paints a different picture. Speak of the devil.
Carter, good. Agent Weaver is afraid you don't play well with others. I tend to see that as an asset. Come over here, Carter. I'd like to work.
But I'm not sure what you're suggesting. These activities aren't underway. They aren't from any known source on Earth, and so we must examine alternative sources. Humans will say aliens. It's more likely than you think. We cannot afford to be caught off guard. Oh, okay, Myron. I think you've been working too hard. Take a little time off, maybe a vacation. No, listen, this is too important to ignore. My team has already uncovered a half dozen potential cases of outside interference. No, you listen. I had a meeting with the generals in 2 days, and I will not have you making a laughing stock out of this department. General Deans is already talking about cutting funding, and if that happens, you and your team will be out. Do you understand? Yes, Director. Perhaps you're right about that vacation. That's more like it. Someplace nice and sunny. Lots of fresh air, like New Mexico.
What do you want from me, sir? You're not here in this facility by chance. I brought you here quite purposefully. I've been following your career for some time.
Why me? I've been behind a desk for a while.
Yeah, But you were a hell of an agent before you sat behind that desk. And what's more, I know what put you behind that desk.
The brass put me there.
Sure, the brass made the call. But it was you who kept yourself there.
I don't need another round of psychobabble. I had enough of that from the company shrinks after the incident.
It was an accident, Carter. Beyond your control.
Right, yeah. Next you tell me how I can't save everyone.
It's too late for that. But you can save some of them. And right now, that might be enough.
Right. Well, I'm with you, Falk. If only because, for all we know, this clown show you're running here is all that's left of our nation's defenses.
Then that makes you one of the nation's best weapons.
What do we know about the enemy?
Very little. Before this morning, we only knew of scattered oddities. We weren't even sure if they were connected.
Such as?
Deposits of the substance called delirium were found in various locations across the nation. There were weather oddities. We received and investigated reports of what we call thinnings, localized instances where the very fabric of reality itself seemed to be warping, then dissolving.
And this was kept secret?
From whom? The populace? The news would have generated mass panic. No, the circle was kept quite small on this.
What is this place? I mean, when aliens from another world aren't attacking our planet.
This facility is essentially fulfilling its intended function right now. It was created to respond to a potential invasion on domestic soil.
Do all of these people work here?
No. Typically, you won't find much more than a skeleton crew here. But certain carefully selected individuals across all military disciplines are aware of this facility's existence. In the case of a domestic invasion, they're under orders to arrive here.
I never knew about this place.
Well, based on your performance at Groom Range, I'd say that omission was a grievous oversight.
What's our plan?
Our first order of business is to get this facility running at full capacity. I believe our best shot at defeating an enemy with superior technology is to take that technology from them and make it our own.
And we got the facilities to do that?
We're still finishing construction of the lab, but we've already got one of the best leading the team, Dr. Dresner. And he won't be doing it alone. I'm in the midst of organizing field teams to be sent on recon and recruitment missions for other specialists.
I'm heading down to the ready room.
De Silva will meet you there and help you assemble a team. Get moving.
Welcome aboard, sir.
What do they look like?
I heard some of them look like us.
No way. I seen them. They look like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of monsters or something. You lost, pal? Well, ready room's that way. How's it going, Agent Carter?
Yes, Director. I'll tell him right away. The old man just called down. Says one of the scientists is missing. Disappeared, along with his research in high explosives.
Does Falk think he's gone rogue?
Maybe, but we can't risk a panic. Nils is tracking him down, but you need to get a team ready to help, quick and quiet. Come on, Will. Pick a team. No more flying solo.
Take a seat, gentlemen. Director Falk has personally chosen you for this initiative, and I will be your team leader. It's an honor to work with you, Agent De Silva. We're all honored, I'm sure, but the director wasn't very clear about what we'd be doing. For the most part, it's what you're familiar with. You're all experienced field agents, so investigation and recovery in hostile environments aren't new to you. You said it, best in the service, and it brings all the normal risks of any field work involving hostiles. Yes, but Director Falk said something about unusual world, sir. Yes, well, about that.
This is a list of available agents. Falk has gathered everyone he could find from all the agencies. All of them specialists, all of them the best at what they do.
Carter, I chased the infiltrator to the morgue. There's no way out of there.
Wait for me, Nils. I'll get your back.
I'll wait as long as I can, but we can't risk leaving him with those explosives.
I'm on my way.
Carter, head through the armory and take a left at the elevator. I'll send your team up to join you.
Damn it, Nils. Hold on.
Code Blue, A4. Sky Ranger Charlie 4-2 inbound with heavy casualties. Medical units of A4. Code Blue.
Agent Mills is inside. He ordered us all out here.
I'll handle this. Christ, Nils.
Do not grieve. He died well.
Why? Why kill Nils? Why attack our world?
You do not understand. This world is no longer yours. But you will learn. Mosaic will teach you.
What the hell is Mosaic?
Mosaic is the truth that humanity shall come to know. It is unfortunate that you will not be here to witness it.
Yeah, well, I know one truth that you don't.
And what is that?
You're surrounded.
Behind cover! Going now!
Finish it off!
Scanner on that spot! Taking the shot! Clear the area! Healing engaged. Get behind that! On the move! Attack! Focus on that target. In my sights. Focus on that one. It's mine. All targets down.
Ceasefire, fellas. He's worth more to us alive. Let's get him into custody. I got the infiltrator, Falk. Alive.
Good work. You and Agent Nils, report in.
Nils is dead. I told him to wait for backup, but he went in without me.
Understood. Meet me in ops. We've got work to do.
You get him, Carter? Yeah. I got him.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Nils. He's gone.
Damn it.
I should have been there.
Listen, I gotta head out. Director's got us on a recon mission. When I get back, we'll raise a glass to Nils.
All right. Good luck, Agent Silva.
I don't need luck. The name's Nico. Well,
The circuit blown!
I still can't believe we're fighting the green men from Mars. They're not green, and they're not from Mars. As long as you can still shoot them, we've got a fighting chance. That we do, old-timer. What is it I can do for you, Agent? What's the status of our arms and ammunition? We're loaded with all the small arms you can carry, but we're still short on the big guns. Still, you should serve us for now. Aren't you a little old for active duty? Sir, I'm not that much older than Falk, actually. And he knows exactly how important it is to have a fellow who knows where everything is, if you know what I mean. How long have you known Director Falk? Long enough to have saved his bacon a few times. But less said about that, the better. How's a fella supposed to blow off stress when he's locked underground? Well, until they build us a pub. The only fun to be had is on the firing range. A few of the staff like to show off and compete over there. Good way to stay sharp. And if you're a good shot, it's a nice way to win a few bucks. Not sure where you'd spend it, though. Thanks. That's all I need. You go put that gear to good use, Agent Carter.
Hey, you're Carter, aren't you? Good to have you aboard.
Training hard, Agent?
You bet. You testing something out? Hey, what do you say about a little competition?
Maybe. What are you thinking?
Those targets light up one at a time. Bet I can hit them before you. Okay, start it up. Damn. Ah, crap. Damn. Ah, crap. Damn. Ah, crap. Ah, the light was in my eyes. More should go advisor. Okay, start it up. Ah, too bad, sir. Try again.
Ready for duty, Agent?
Always ready for anything. That's my motto.
Ready to prove that in the field?
Ready and raring to go, sir.
How many missions has XCOM run up until now?
Not many, and none that turned hot like Room Range did. I was beginning to think I'd never see any action.
You sound like you were hoping we'd be attacked.
No. I'm just sick of all the questioning and investigation. Give me a good shootout any day.
How do missions normally go?
Up until now, we've been chasing ghosts. I was beginning to think the outsiders were a hoax, you know?
Until they attacked.
Yeah. Nice of them to clear that up, right?
Right. You're obviously armed forces. Where did you serve?
Good eye. I served with the Marines in the 5th Regiment back in Korea.
Why'd you leave the Corps?
I'd still be there, believe me. But the old man said he knew a better way I could protect my country. If I didn't know he meant I'd be protecting the whole planet.
Get ready. We're in a new war now.
I've been ready for a long time, sir.
There you are, Agent Carter. Just a moment, please. If you will spare a moment, I am Dr. Heinrich Dresner, and I have been expecting you.
That's nice, Doc, but I got a report to.
I assure you, Herr Falk will be glad that we spoke. After all, we shall need new weapons to fight this war. But my laboratory shall be where they are created. Any weapons you retrieve from the field, we will be glad to study and convert for your use.
You know much about these outsiders and their technology?
I have been working with Herr Falk for nearly as long as he has suspected their existence. And since the attack, I have had so much more material to study.
Try not to sound so cheerful, Doc. We lost a lot of good men that day. We just lost another.
I am sorry, William, but I hope you prevent more losses just as you do. In fact, I came here to give you this. Our first discovery.
Sure, but what is that?
The Fenbrace was designed for close-range attacks to augment your fisticuffs against a wounded target. Its effects can be devastating. But more importantly, it can be modified to allow the capture and use of the outsider weaponry.
This could have come in useful a few minutes ago.
But you cannot simply take the weapons. First, you must find one that has not yet been imprinted to the enemy's...
Every minute we waste could mean another life.
My apologies. Just take the brace, and I will let you know when it can help us.
Thanks, Doc. Maybe our new research subject can help with your next breakthrough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go speak with the director.
Thank you, William. Come back anytime. Hold on, Agent. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough. About the Outsiders' crypto paramilitary operations and what it suggests about their underlying societal, thing. Damn, lost it again.
Sounds like it needs a little more work.
Yeah. Well, I guess I've got a second. What can I do for you? Damn, lost it again.
What sort of problem are you working on?
Right now, we're busy with just the basics. Who are the enemy? What are their capabilities? How do we fight back?
Important questions.
Yes, but they're the small questions. We aren't even ready to ask the big one yet.
The big question.
Why?
What do you make of their attack?
Ops has reports of simultaneous attacks across the country, starting within seconds of each other. Obviously, their power is tremendous.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, but it also means they were waiting for some kind of signal. Why did they attack today rather than yesterday? Why not tomorrow?
They seem to be targeting a package I was carrying. Wish I could tell you what was in it. It's gone now.
That's certainly possible. Or it could be the Russians, or maybe unusual weather patterns in the Antarctic.
Right. So how does somebody get a job like this?
Director Falk gathered experts in a variety of fields: psychology, statistical analysis, history, astronomy. He wanted the best minds to plan for anything.
And your specialty?
Technically, philosophy. Although I have a number of less official qualifications on paranormal matters. If you ever want to hear about my hunts for the North American Sasquatch, just let me know.
I think I'm okay. I'll leave you to the big questions then.
Yes. May I tell you, William, how much I am looking forward to working with you?
I'm glad someone is having fun around here.
Of course, I'm most eager to study anyone who has been so exposed to these outsiders. From handling the recovered artifact to bringing in a live subject for questioning, this is unprecedented contact.
You gonna stick me under a microscope?
No, of course not. But I will be curious to monitor you for any unexpected developments.
If we start using their technology, am I gonna get radiation sickness or grow a third arm or something?
I don't think you have to worry about radiation sickness per se, but we shall see about the arm, yes?
Falk says you've studied their devices. How do they work?
As it would happen, we have just made a breakthrough in understanding the fundamental nature of the energy manipulation.
They uses this Illyrium, right?
Yes, and they transform the tremendous power of Illyrium directly into a variety of effects with material manifestations. Sadly, they are designed so that when the owners die in battle, the containment field breaks down, destroying the weapon.
That sounds easy enough. Let me guess. This is why you tell me it's not so simple.
It depends on you recovering a weapon that remains intact. Perhaps it has not yet been imprinted, or its owner dies unexpectedly. At that point, the brace can ascertain how to prevent that type of weapon's destruction, allowing you to recover them in the field.
So what exactly is this Illyrium stuff?
It is for me like a miracle, an element unknown to our world, harboring immense concentrated energy. The smallest sample can release more power than an atom bomb, like containing all the energy of the Big Bang in
The flask?
Yes. And we use its power here to fabricate the weapons and technology you will need to survive this war.
Quite an operation you got running here. You should start studying all this.
The first deposit of Illyrium was discovered just over a decade ago. I arrived at this facility shortly after, and we began to investigate the properties of that magnificent substance.
Any results to show for it?
As it happens, we are testing our first acquisition, a device that may assist in stabilizing your aim.
That's bound to come in useful. Anything I can do to help the tests?
Most certainly. Go to the firing range and test out the device with the armament of your choice. Return afterwards, and we shall see the results.
Yeah, sounds good. I can stand to blow off some steam at the range anyway. Where are you from, Heinrich? You don't sound local to me.
That would be a question for your OSS. They arrange the terms of my immigration.
I see. Oh, glad to have you on our side. All right, let's see what I can bring back for you.
I promise, William, you will not be disappointed.
Joke about potential infiltrate. Come on, miss. Get back to reception. Leave the real work to us, okay? Agent Percy, watch your tone.
Director, how many concrete cases of the outsiders have your agents uncovered to this date?
That would be a 0.
And how many have I uncovered in my own investigation?
2 confirmed, 1 pending.
Thank you, Director. If I may continue...
Listen up, Agent Percy. Maybe you'll learn how to do your job. Yes, sir.
Now, we have reason to believe an infiltrator has compromised military command.
All right then, Agent Carter. How are you settling in?
Well enough. Things are a mess around here.
Yes, this facility wasn't meant to be operational yet. With all that's happened, it's a damn good thing it was here at all.
Could be worse, I suppose.
You were at Groom Range, so yes, it could be worse.
I wanted to say something about what happened back there.
No? Did you now?
I got in between you and your target. I'm sorry about that.
Look, I was pissed off, but it wasn't your fault. I did everything I could, but I still wasn't able to stop Deems in time.
Stopping Deems would have been nice, but it's more important that we stop the things that were controlling him.
You're right, but if we're being honest, it's just as well that Deems died. He was more bureaucrat than general. No eye for how to deal with new threats. Deems blocked the director for years before there were signs of any sort of outsider influence.
How'd you get involved in the Bureau?
You mean, how did a woman make it this far up the chain of command?
Well,
Nice. Folks saw my field work, saw how much I had uncovered, and he chose me for the team. Handpicked.
must have ruffled a lot of feathers.
General Deems was especially angry about it. But my guess is that had less to do with him being an asshole and more to do with him being controlled by the outsiders. Or maybe both.
How did they end up controlling General Deems?
It's one of the tools of the outsiders. They can infect people and then activate them when they need to. The control can be subtle at first, but when they take full control, that's when the subject starts looking like a freak.
How can we stop it? What's the source of the infection?
We've never seen a case that can be reversed, but I've been tracking the figure behind the infections. From what we've learned, he's known as Axis.
Have you had any contact with the enemy before?
This was our first direct conflict, but we've been tracking their actions for years.
A lot of good that did in preparing for their attacks.
Listen, if it weren't for me and Director Falk, there wouldn't be any defenses at all. None of us would be here.
Yeah, we're doing just fine. Great work. I guess we've all got our work cut out for us.
We're sure not going to save humanity by just talking about it.
Agent Carter, your report.
The bastard got Nils. This cannot happen again, Falk. Killing Nils? Christ, we're lucky that's all he managed to do.
Agent Nils' loss will be felt throughout the organization. But right now, we have bigger problems.
His loss. God damn it, we need to stop these bastards. And we need to do it now. Do you understand that?
Calm yourself, Agent. We all agree they have to be stopped. I believe that our best hope of doing so is to recover Dr. Alan Weir from Rosemont University.
No, what we need to do is put a stop to the enemy.
Agreed. And we can do both. There's been another attack. The target is Rosemont University.
A civilian target? Why?
Because Dr. Weir's research can tell us what the enemy wants, how they think, and how to stop them. We need him on the team if we want to survive. And you know better than anyone that surviving is the first step to striking back.
All right. Let's go get him.
Good man. When you're ready, bring up the tactical map on that terminal, and your team will be dispatched. Make sure you've got everything in order around the base. Team selected, weapons set, no outstanding business. You never know how long you'll be out on mission. Or if you'll come back.
I'm all too aware of that, sir. Is this all we got, sir? A handful of soldiers against an invasion?
We're still getting back on our feet, but this base and the men in it are our only hope. We'll make it work.
Security needs to be tightened. We need the white coats working on some kind of test to uncover infiltrators. If we're going to survive this, we need to work as a team.
All excellent points. And to work as a team, we each need to focus on our own responsibilities. We're putting this base on lockdown. No one in, no one out. Dresser's already working on a test.
And until then,
You'll be retrieving Dr. Weir. He'll be a crucial member of our team.
What's so important about this Dr. Weir? I mean, what can he tell us that we can't figure out on our own?
I don't know what the enemy wants or how they plan to get it. We'll need to know those things to survive. Dr. Weir has made strides understanding the language binding our enemy's technology. That's just what we need to bend their superior firepower to our purposes.
What does this guy study? Is he some kind of electronics genius?
His focus is machine language. You look around this place, you won't see our mainframes using punch cards. That's because of Weir. That man's work has got machines in this very facility actually talking with one another.
Talking? What?
Technology has language, Carter. I don't speak it, you don't speak it. But Dr. Weir, he does. And he's made more progress than any man alive, analyzing the few strands of alien machine language we've managed to collect.
I can see the value in that, I guess. I prefer killing the bastards to talking to them.
Killing them, stopping them, packing them up in bags and tossing them back through the holes they're pouring out. That's the goal for all of us. We only need to learn enough of their language to tell them to go straight to hell as far as I'm concerned.
You said he's worked with these communications firsthand. How's that?
The first alien signal was intercepted about 5 years ago at Rosemont. It was Dr. Weir's research team who discovered it.
We've known about the aliens for that long? Why were we better prepared?
Everything was attributed to the Soviets. The signals, the Illyrium deposits, the weather anomalies. Most people are prone to attribute phenomena to familiar causes before looking to the skies for answers.
Especially when the actual aliens are right here disguised as our leaders.
Yes. Well, enemy infiltration certainly helps. It's an interesting footnote, however. As a whole, humanity is prone to blame itself before assuming outside influence. Nations would immediately run up.
Nations, hell, towns, people. To be honest, I'm kind of blaming you right now for this mess. Human nature's a thorny subject, sir, not really my area of expertise. What do we know about the location?
Dr. Weir operates out of Rosemont University. We received reports of an incursion there. We've been unable to establish contact with anyone at the university or the local police department.
Sounds bad.
It's worse. Military forces moved in to defend the location this morning. Comms were severed within the hour. Nothing but dead air since then.
You're sending me in blind to an enemy dark zone, hoping I can dig one guy out of the rubble?
Dr. Weir is extremely important to our cause. We received an encoded message on a highly classified, dedicated channel after comms with the military had gone dark.
That's not a lot to go on.
This is how XCOM operates, Carter. We deal in and with unknowns.
I'll gather up everything I need for the mission to Rosemont.
Carter, listen. I don't know how Director Frost ran his agency, but you're part of XCOM now, and I chose you for a reason. As far as we know, this organization is the last thing standing between outsiders and the complete annihilation of humanity.
I understand, sir.
You're a stellar agent. You have a team of the best men in the business behind you. Get out there and do your job.
I'll make the bastards pay, sir.
Good man. Now when you're ready, bring up the tactical map on that terminal, and your team will be dispatched. They're hitting us from all sides. We've yet to discern a pattern driving the invasion, but we have managed to assign mission priorities. As potential missions and reports come in, they'll be posted here, and I'll trust you to select which is the most pressing.